You are live. So says words on screen. I still haven't figured out what scotch I'm going to have. That's where we are right now. But as always, it is Friday. We have gotten through another week. Surprisingly. Ooh, I can hear myself. That wasn't part of the deal. Yeah, we are at the end of the week. I am going to have scotch. It was raining all day. But as soon as I made the thumbnail for Rainy Day Scotch, guess what? It stopped raining. This is how my life is. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. It says so over there. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Let's get on with it. Oh, we have a special unboxing. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I was fortunate enough to get a birthday present recently. I got a couple. I showed one of them on Wednesday, which is actually when my birthday was. And I've been partying ever since. No, I've had a couple of not party things. I've been doing things. I've been going out and spending money I don't have. Hello, Mr. Whiskey Shits. Before I forget all this. Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. Hello. Welcome to the show. I'm going to get into the... well, I'm curious about the unboxing bit. I have no idea what's in this box. If it explodes, at least it'll be live and all of you can mourn my passing. But I don't think that's going to happen because the person who sent me this has sent me stuff before, so it should be okay in theory. Maybe. My glasses feel weird. Oh, God, they're terrible. They're disgusting. There we go. Do the uber nerd thing and clean off my glasses on screen. Because I look so much smarter when I do, even though all I do is squint and can't see anything anymore. There we go. Actually better? A little bit. All right, unboxing. There's something in the box. What's in the box? I don't know. I really don't. This is deep dive into I have no idea what's in the box. And then we'll get into some scotch. Because I did say I'm going to have scotch for the rainy day. I was tempted, as I am sometimes tempted to do, to have the stream start and just be like, well, it stopped raining, so I'm going to have some bourbon now. I didn't. It really has. It's like a beautiful day out suddenly. It's going to be this way for a few hours at most. All right, for the viewers who are here, here is the box. There's something liquidish in it. There's a note. I'll read that to myself first. I've learned you should never read things aloud without actually reading it first. Plenty of packing material, as I'm sure you can hear. The squishy sounds. It appears to be a bottle. Oh, it's in one of those things. Hot Wheels. I don't know when this became a thing. I've got more than one Hot Wheel. It's the 50th anniversary of some sort. It's a fancy little car. For any of you car people, let me know what that is. It's fancy. It doesn't show up because it's all shiny, but there you go. Got to see what it is. I'm not a car person. I just know cars are kind of neat. It's like a Mustang or something. If I were to take an educated guess. That's one thing that's in here. This is another thing you do is you put Tic Tacs or some kind of candy into the box so they can't tell that there's a liquid in here because there isn't supposed to be. Leslie's hello. All right, it's in the bottom. If anyone's wondering about what song is stuck in my head right now, it's still from the Inside film, comedy special, whatever you want to call it. Because I've been listening to that nonstop for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't grab onto what's in the bottle here. The box bottle. Someone's trying to tell me I have terrible breath, even though they would have no idea what my breath smells like. It'd be weird if you could smell someone's breath over freaking the internet. Horrible idea that would be. Make sure there's nothing else. That's escaped my eyes. Go. I have a new box I can use. Uh-oh. I recognize the top. I think there's a little fruit fly in here who's been driving me bonkers all day. I'll add it to the pile. What is this? Ooh. Someone knows how many. I'm starting to become like co-op whiskey, and I blame him for all of this. But this is a Elijah Craig. It looks like a pick for a store. I'm trying to tell if anything leaked out. I don't think it did. The label got a little something. But it looks fine here. I'll show you the bottle. It looks like an Elijah Craig bottle. Surprise. But this is Eagle Liquor and Friends. Barrel serial number 619-4284. Brickhouse V, floor 5. And I'm going to have this with... I'm going to have to do a... maybe I'll do that on Sunday, actually, when I think about it. Do it. Should be good. But this should be interesting. Well, thank you for sending this. I still have to read this, though. I also have to see... Okay, still that going on. I feel bad, for the record, because the Whiskey Tribe stream is going on right now. If you're a patron. If you're not, but it started about half an hour ago and I missed the first freaking 15 minutes anyway. This bottle is from Whiskey Samurai. So thank you, Whiskey Samurai, officially. I've already thanked him via instant messaging things. But it's good to say it on camera. All right, let's see what we got here. It's all typed. Oh. This is that song that stuck in my head. I'm going to use my privilege for the good. Very cool way to go. American white guy. You have to watch it. This is a lovely little letter. I appreciate all of it. I'll get some highlights here. Apparently, I'm a very awesome part of this community. Debatable. And then he talks about his wife works in mental health. Good on you, man. That's a rough gig sometimes. But kind of relieving for her to see someone who talks about their struggles. Well, I have to. It's kind of like talking about the weather for me. As many of you may know, I struggle with mental health stuff all the time. I had to deal with it today. It sucked. I got really tired. It's like rocks in the front of my head and behind my eyes, and I just wanted to lie down and go to sleep. I didn't. I had obligations. I have an obligation to do this stream for you and for me. It's kind of a give and take. And hopefully they'll come to this area someday. I hope so. Apparently I can go visit Tennessee and I have somewhere to stay. Sweet. I had a pretty good birthday. Birthdays, again, are always weird for me. I'm never really happy about them. I keep my head framed. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll keep it for now. I thought about getting some Scotch chocolates too. That was another option. But that was sweet. And I will probably do an Elijah Craig showdown this Sunday. Now that I have at least... Well, one of them I haven't even opened. There's this one I haven't opened yet. But I have regular Elijah Craig. I haven't had a sip of anything. Elijah Craig. This is the regular Elijah Craig. And then see what the other barrel picks are like. Because I have It's Bourbon Night, Cappy's, which is the store I usually go to, and one other, which I don't remember what it is. But there's this one now, too. So it's at least 4 that I can pair and see what's going on. Hi, Mom. All right, glad you could stop in. Have fun with the train. Mom's doing theater on the train to entertain the masses in person, unlike me, who can't do that or doesn't want to do that. I might want to do that, but not really. Being around people freaks me out. All right. Scotch. The idea of this temporary stream thing, rainy day Scotch, the idea came to me because it was raining today. And I have a feeling a lot of the states in the U.S., at least, have been dealing with rain of some sort or another, at least bad weather. I know Florida kind of got hit by some nasty weather. Oh, look out. Jason Busey. Italic, it pairs with everything, except nothing pairs with Malort. So I'm told. Never had it. May love it, probably don't. Welcome, Jason Busey. Lovely to see you as always. I do have Octomore. I have a sample of Octomore. I've had an Octomore before, and this isn't the most peated one. This is the 208 ppm Octomore 7.1 5-year. 59.5%. So anyway, I'm going to have this last. 1, because it's Octomore. 2, because it's 59.5%. I'm only going to pour a little of it since my dad likes peated stuff and he want to have a sample. I was trying to think about bottles too, but I have a limited-ish selection, and some of them aren't even opened yet. I'm thinking specifically of the 4 scotches I got a couple weeks ago from a generous donor who gave me 5 bottles. He's insane, but I love him. JJ, hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Yes, we've all made it to another Friday. It's a reason to celebrate. We get to come together here for the next couple hours. If you want to stay here, I'm not going to force anyone to stay, but I am giving you the excuse to have a drink now to start off the rest of the evening. I know Trev is going live next, and I assume ADHD whiskey is. I can't keep track of everyone. I stopped trying to do that. So I'm just assuming things are the same. Trev goes live. I think Eric Waite sometimes goes live. Lots of people go live on Fridays, and I can't keep up, and I don't even try. I used to. It was exhausting. All right. I also have some other samples. Like I have a KillCo 100% Isla, so I'll just keep that aside too. I have a lot of Islas, funny enough. This one I would love to finish, but I don't want to because it's really good, and once it's gone, this is the curse. This is the real curse of being a whiskey person, is when you get something that's absolutely delicious, and all you have is this, and after you drink this, it's gone. Gone, all of it, just gone forever. It's very depressing. But this is the sample I tried on my birthday, North Star Spica, 40-year-old Scotch, and it is delicious, and it smells wonderful. I still have about half left. I might just drink this by myself. That's probably what's going to happen, because I poured this first on my July 7th birthday stream, and I took at least 45 minutes going through it because it was so good. I want to go start with something else, something I've never had, something that might be a little different. Douglas Lane. It's a Colila. And I have a 15-year Colila, unpeated. This is, again, 59.1%. Good God. I know who gave these to me. It's all this high-proof stuff. Does anyone know what this car is? Just a Hot Wheels car, but I'm not sure what it is. Since 50th Hot Wheels. I guess it's an anniversary. Collect them all. There's 6. Oh, wait. This looks like a 64 Impala, I think. Yeah, 64 Impala. Whatever that is. Sounds like some kind of animal from Australia. I mentioned I don't know much about cars. I don't, I'm sorry. I've also organized my samples finally to some extent. We have the left side is mostly bourbons, or your right, or your left. I'm looking at myself trying to figure out what's right and what's left. It's your... Anyway, this side, for me, is bourbons. This side is mostly scotches and a variety of other things like Irish, and Chattanooga's over here as well. I haven't tried these Chattanoogas. That's something else I still need to do on stream at some point, since they're so weird. Interesting. Weird. Oop, that's a specialty item. I have a feeling I'm just going to get stuck with peated stuff suddenly, but if I do that, then the one I want to try at the end is not going to seem as intense. Let's see, there's something else. No, that's a rye. What are you doing over there? Oh, God. I do have bottles behind me, but also the ones I like are peated. So that's fun. That makes things confusing. Oh. Does anyone know anything about Loch Lomond? And this is the Inchmurrin 12. Because I just found this one in here, and it seems to be the lowest percentage. But since it's called Loch Lomond, I'm concerned that this is Jack Daniels. Why are you over here? I'm concerned that it might not be what I think it is. Ooh. I have a oddball in here, the Writer's Tears Cast Strength. I really want to try that soon. It's going to be good. What is this? Old Valentine's. What is this? Tomato. I'm not sure what this one is. I have a lot of samples where I can read the name, but I have no clue what they are. As you can tell, I've prepared for this splendidly. That's okay. That's Garrison Brothers. That should be right there. This should be also right here because it's not the Garrison Brothers. Scotch. I think this is Scotch. If someone could tell me, that would help a lot. For the amount of Scotch I've had, you'd think I would know by now, but as many longtime viewers would realize, I don't have a great memory. It's hard to remember anything. I don't know what I did 2 days ago. It's not because it was my birthday. It's because I think we're going to start with this one. Oh, it's actually a place. That doesn't help. I typed in Loch Lomond. It's like, here's Loch Lomond in Scotland. Well, I was trying to... Again. Loch Lomond single malt Scotch whiskey distillery. Thank you. I believe this is from Jim. Not my dad. Different Jim. I still have Inside song stuck in my head. Good God. I did go live 2 days ago. It was my birthday. That's all I really remember doing. And after that, I think I went to bed at 12. I had really bad. I always seem to have a really bad time going to sleep the day before my birthday. It's been a thing for a very long time, and I still don't know why. I'm pretty tired now. Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I did mention the joys of having to deal with mental health problems is sometimes it's just you're drained completely of your life's blood, sort of. No, that doesn't sound right. All the energy, all your ability to do things just disappears, and it sucks. So I'm feeling a little bit of that today, but I was able to be here at the very least. Thus, here we are, trying to figure out what the heck's going on with this Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond. All right. Well, not too expensive. That's good. Loch Lomond, Inchmurrin. That's what it says. Inchmurrin. 12. Looks like it costs about 30 pounds. All right, here we go. We are going to explore a little bit of this, but I'm going to have to pour it first. Someone has too many tabs open and just lost where you were. There we go. Hi, welcome back. Ooh. No. My computer is being weird. Oh, fun fact of a streamer / computer user. This screen is being weird. The screen that you are all resting upon has decided to have an attitude problem whenever I turn it on, because it comes on and then it stops and goes off, and I turn it on again, it comes and turns off. It's driving me a little nuts. I had to do that numerous times before it actually just sticks, and not like the button, just the thing itself. It's frustrating. John T, hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Whoa, everything moved. Happy Friday. Welcome. We're trying Loch Lomond Inchmurrin 12. Inchmurrin. 46%. And then we're going to find out a little bit more about it. I'm not going to pour all of it because that's a lot of whiskey right there. Make sure people actually realize I am pouring this in the right glass, because there we go, just a little. I have quite a few to go through right now. Some of them are going to be peated. Ooh, that smells nice. And that was just because I poured it kind of smell. It actually smells really nice. What does it smell like? Tell us, precious. Woohoo! Hi. What is that? It smells a bit fruit forward. It's making me think of peaches, or what's another one that's kind of like a peach? It smells wonderful. Okay. It's actually reminding me of the other one I had. The 40-year-old one. It's not quite as floral as that one, but it is very fruit-ish. There's a hint of peat in this as well. That's what threw me off. But it's very faint. It's in there, but I missed it completely, which says something. Yeah, one of the weird thing about peated scotches, as I'm assuming some of you know, is that sometimes you can get these fruit floral kind of things behind all the peat. It feels weird that happens, but I'm getting that first on this, and I feel like there's some kind of peated thing in here. I could be just biased by the fact that Scotch has happened to me before, but there is something. My brain does fun things. It's kind of like burning roses. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but also it makes some sense. I like the smell. That much seems clear. Ugh. And I'm not sure I've ever had Loch Lomond before. I may have had a sample of something before, but I don't know. If I just randomly swat at something, it's because there's a little fruit flyish thing that somehow got in my apartment, even though I don't open the windows. Fun. The joys of summer. I'm also getting that slight overripe fruit thing. I think a plum. Maybe it's a plum. I said peach, but there's some other fruit I'm thinking of that is. Oh no, it's not that citrusy, is it? No. I want to say mandarin, but that doesn't feel right. There's a small orange. You can just like peel it apart. That's not what it smells like, but that's what I was thinking of at first, which is not correct. I'm dropping stuff in the hallway. Oh, I do plan to do a video soon, I hope. It's going to be on a weird one. I've shown it before, but I have the bottle sitting here just kind of saying, do the video. All right. I meant to do it yesterday, but I was just too burnt out. This is It's Bourbonite barrel pick from Nulu. I've never had Nulu. And it's a really high proof. I don't know if I'll do it tonight because drinking a bunch of scotch before doing I say review again. Stop it. I'll be having my first taste of that one. There we go. Ooh. I wish I could share this via actually smelling, because me just doing this has nothing about it. I believe I'm getting a malt as well. It is a Scotch. So is it a single malt, though? I have no idea. We're going to find out in a minute. I do have the page queued up and ready to be observed by all of us. I do like it. Oh, and I forgot to. Oh, you're supposed to be trying to do something, Brian. No, shut up. No, I changed it too. Now, here's a question. I don't think I do have a couple mods in here, but I don't want to make them do anything they don't want to. I am mulling over the idea of giving away some Scotch samples tonight from my own bottles. If anyone's interested, raise your hand, and then I will open up the concept where you can donate. Well, you can donate anyway, but specifically if you wanted to go in for some kind of raffle to get samples of beard oil. Scottish beard oil. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know what I had here before, so there we go. Poof. And I can change that if I need to. Let's get on the drinking, shall we? It's already wasted. I wasted 24 minutes babbling on. One of the things that bothers me about Scotch is sometimes I get a smell, and it's just like, I've smelled this, and I'm not sure if I liked it or not. I don't remember what it was. I think part of it is I just need to relax, because I'm not good at that, if you haven't noticed. I'm already tense right now. I got to see a chiropractor last week. I'm fairly certain I said that on my Wednesday stream. Was it last week or was it this week? I think it was this Tuesday. Yeah, it was. It was good, but also my neck's still creaky. I go back next week. Yay. Here to all of you and yours. I got tropical fruits like pineapple in there. Oh, that's delicious. Oh no, that's delicious. It's a little spicy, which is surprising. I don't expect that from Scotch. And it's always so weird that Scotches have these variety of fruit notes that I don't get so distinctly from bourbons and ryes. There are some very standard things I get from bourbons that you can say it about anything, almost. What is it? I have a list in my head that actually stays there. So for bourbons, it's caramel, brown sugar. What else? Well, oak woodiness, or I've said tannins before, but I still haven't quite narrowed down what that is. Oh, that's good. Why is that so good? I'm glad I have a good amount of it here because that is enjoyable. Grandmaster Phantom Thunderbolt, thank you. Thank you. I am older now and wiser, and I have to drink more whiskey than ever. And, although I've broken this rule, my rule officially in 2020, or at least when I actually started making this channel with some content about whiskey more often, I said, all right, I'm not going to get more than 40 bottles. I have to stick to my age. That's the limit to the bottles I can have. At the time, it was 40. Now it's 41. Clearly, I have overdone that already. I have no idea how many bottles I have. I'm fairly certain it's around 60, but I don't know, which feels weird. Very weird. And I just added another Elijah Craig. I have at least 5 Elijah Craigs, and one of them is ginormous. So that's where I'm at right now with Elijah Craig's. I blame Co-op Whiskey. He knows what he did. I am not. I'm definitely not. I stopped going to school. I don't got a fancy education. I didn't go to college. The only thing I can guarantee is that I know something else that I didn't know yesterday. What that is, I'm not sure. Oh, I went to a restaurant for breakfast. It was a cafe. So I know the food there is pretty good, and I know what it looks like there. There's always something. You always learn something. You don't even realize it. It's great. I wouldn't really say wiser. More experience. There we go. Ooh, whoa. That did something different. I held my tongue. It was sweet. It's reminding me of grapes or some kind of dried fruit. And it's staying. Like the pepperiness of it is sticking in this bizarre way. Almost, if you've had spicy food, how do I explain this one? Let's say you had something mildly spicy and you ate it and it's gone. You're done. It's not in your mouth anymore, but there's this feeling, kind of a warm, well, spicy thing on your tongue afterwards. That's what I experienced just now. That was peculiar. The Roop, hello. Happy Friday to you as well. Welcome. I'm starting to talk to myself in the third person. That's not good. How is Brian today? Brian is well. We are well. It's not good. I'm trying Loch Lomond Inchmurrin 12. And it's lovely. It's very confusing. At some time, I'm just going like, oh, wow, what the hell? That's what we've been doing for the past 30 minutes, just trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, and I got a new bottle, a birthday bottle. This one. It's another Elijah Craig from a store. I'll have to look up where this is. Eagle Liquor and Friends. So I'm guessing the place is just called Eagle Liquors, and they had some patrons or customers who went with them on the store pick. or however that works. I'm very curious about that. If anyone knows, Elijah Craig seems to have massive amount of picks, so it's got to be long distance. Like they send some people samples and they just pick the one they like. It feels like that sort of thing, because there's no way they could have that many places and that many bottles by people who actually have to go there to try them. That's impossible. Impossible. But I have no idea. I'm just mildly curious about that. I'm still debating if I want to do an Elijah Craig showdown on Sunday. It's not a bad idea. Sunday is Scotch night. Sunday is bourbon night, so that'll be fun. Oh, tentative note for all of you who are here, who are regular viewers or people who like to be here at the start. There may be something or someone here on the next Wednesday, so the 14th, I believe it is. Keep that in mind. There will be possibly, I never want to guarantee a mystery guest, but possibly there will be a mystery guest on for Wednesday. I can't tell you who it is, but I can say I might be pouring some scotch then as well. Maybe. Nothing is guaranteed. In my head, the day before I go live with a mystery guest, they're just going to cancel. They're just going to be like, sorry, I can't make it. Something came up. That's where my brain is. Cheech! Hello, sir. I hope you're well down there in the Florida and you are dry and not absolutely soaked. Here's that thing again. Hold on. Okay. Whiskey Samurai. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We have your gift. It's behind us. We. I don't know who we is, but I keep saying it. Whoa. Hutch cha. And thank you again. Oh, thank you officially, Whiskey Samurai, via video. I know I sent you a message, but thank you for sending that. It's gonna be epic. I'm probably going to do. Oh gosh. Here's the thing. Here's the problem. In my head, I need to do a video for every bottle I'm going to open. I'm getting to the point where that seems a bit. It's getting to be a bit much. So I don't know if I'm going to do a video on that pick, since it's really. How do I put this? I know that for videos to get views and such, I have to have a very basic thing. So when I do a video for an It's Bourbon Night pick, there are only a handful of people who are going to be curious about that if they didn't get their own bottle or if they have their own bottle. Like the Nulu thing. I haven't even tried Nulu before, but I'm looking forward to it. And I like doing a video about their picks because so far they've all been good. I think the Knob Creek was a little weird initially, but ever since it's been delish. Everything else is wonderful. So we'll see. I may do a video on that one, but if I want to do a comparison on Sunday of the bunch of Elijah Craig picks I have, maybe not. Oh, it's going to be rough. At this point, I'm just telling myself, drink the damn whiskey. Open it, drink it, do it. Do it. Yes. I'm glad you messaged me when you did, because that was the shipping. This is why I have to tell people, if you're going to send anything to me, let me know first and send me shipping info. In this case, we were lucky, since you just told me and I went down the hallway and it was there. But the door gets locked. Like, it was delivered here, but there are 100 other places in this building because it's a residential apartment. So we'll be down there somewhere. And at a certain point in time, the employees, the management goes home and they lock the door to where all the packages are kept. So I might not have got it. But thankfully I did. Crisis averted. Okay, nice. Okay. But yeah, you get what I'm saying is, if I'm doing a Elijah Craig store pick, I don't know who's going to be interested in that. Like, Elijah Craig people will be. I know Co-op Whiskey will be interested because he's a madman who likes Elijah Craig more than anyone on this planet, I think. But I think I might have to start tweaking my own rules, because I don't want to say review video. I don't feel like I'm at that level. Or I don't have. More phrasing, more words, more trying to explain my thoughts when they don't always make sense. Yay. To do a review of something, you have to be in a certain position to criticize it, and the criticizing is the part I don't like. I want to enjoy it and enjoy the experience and then record the experience. That was the initial, that's how I started doing any of this, as some of you know. Reviewing feels like criticizing in my head. And you also have to be in a certain position of sorts, like almost like an influencer. I suppose that could be what I am, but not really. I don't feel like I am. Although I have influenced a few people, or at least it's suggestion, power of suggestion. I have given some people vague advice. Like I will always say, go to Irene Tan's store if you're in the area. You'll have a wonderful experience if she's there. I don't think she's always there, but if she's there, you can do a little bit of a tasting thing. Oh my God. It's always wonderful. I believe Whiskey Wiggle. I saw a post he did earlier today on Instagram that he got to visit there, and he was very happy that I suggested that he stop by. So yay, that kind of thing is okay. But as far as the word review, I've looked up the definition and I wasn't really a fan. So I don't like saying review videos. I don't feel like I'm in that kind of position to criticize. Even I went to Wizard Academy and got the big old chain and became a whiskey somm, I still wouldn't feel that way. It's probably just me. That's my head. That's my brain saying, how dare you? You don't have the right to criticize anyone else. We can criticize you, though, for everything, for all your failings. It's wonderful. That's why I do this. That's why I stop and take a moment to myself and tell my brain to shut up and just enjoy the whiskey. Not too much. That's the other, the bipolarness. There's a lot of hate internally, and there's a lot of freaking, what's the other thing? Overdoing it. It goes like this. Flip-flops. Sing it up. Never. I haven't had enough whiskey yet. Granted, I do want to sing some inside songs, but I don't know all the lyrics. And it's not going to sound as good without the music. I don't want to get in trouble. That's what I try to do. I mean, if there's something I don't like, I will say it, but I also have to, what do they call it? Annotate, star, side note that it is my opinion about the product. And the hope is that if I say something about it that you are like, oh, wait a minute, I like that kind of taste. For example, it's an easy one. Ryes have a very black licorice eucalyptus thing sometimes, which I don't mind. It's not something I go for all the time, but I can say something like that, and people who really enjoy the taste of black licorice or really love ryes will be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then they might try it. I will always say try something at a bar first. That's the safest bet. Don't go out and buy a bottle. I was doing that when I first got into whiskey. Not a good idea. You will go and make mistakes with your wallet. Richie Z, hello, welcome. Glad to see you, as always. We made it through another week. Welcome to Friday afternoon. Have a drink of whatever you want. Have some pancakes. I don't know why I want pancakes, but I do. And once again, I am sipping on Loch Lomond. I think it's called, I say Inchmurren as a joke, but I think it's Inchmurren. Inchmurren. Because the Scottish, they don't say ch. They say hook. We'll find out a little bit more about it. November Rain. I know that song. I've heard it. To look up the lyrics, though. I have to know the tune. If I don't know the tune, then I can't do it. I know that guy. I was looking something up about him just a little while ago. There's a couple of them. We have Guns N' Roses, which I'm assuming is what you said there. GNR. But there's also one by... Why does it show that guy's face? Whatever. I feel like I know this song by the lyrics, but I almost have to hear it. Especially with Guns N' Roses. Good God. Hold on. I'll mute myself so I can hear this briefly. If I don't know it, I can't do it. I don't want to get YouTube after me, so. I've actually seen that music video, and there's some legs. I've heard that song. I kind of know that song, but I don't know if I can sing it because it's all muddled in my brain since I haven't heard it in a while. I have to hear the whole thing as well, and I don't want to just sit here staring at you while muted. Let me see if I can find the lyrics again. Where'd they go? Because they looked familiar. That was the weird part. Like the first few words made sense to me. When I look into your eyes, I can see love restrained. Do, 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 do. But darling, when I hold you, don't you know I feel the same? See, it's hard to do without the actual music. Nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. The intro is also really long. And it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. It's a very nice song. We've been through this such a long, long time, just trying to kill the pain. Oh, yeah. Love is always coming, love is always going. No one's really sure who's letting go today. Walking away. This is the hard part. If we could take the time to lay it on the line, I could rest my head just knowing that you were mine. All mine. I moved it, so I'm looking at you now. Oh, I lost where I was. I lost track of where I was. Also, I can't see chat now. Ah. Ow. There we go. Walking away. I could rest my head just knowing that you were mine, all mine. So if you want to love me, then darling, don't refrain. Or I'll just end up walking in the cold November rain. Do you need some time on your own? Do you need some time all alone? Ooh, everybody needs some time on their own. Oh, don't you know you need some time all alone? All right, that's about as all I'm gonna do. I'm stopping there because I'm just gonna get befuddled by the rest of it. But I'll look into that one. I haven't heard that song in a hot minute. I'm actually surprised I knew that much, if I even did that correctly. Also, I scared away a bunch of people by singing, but it's okay. Yeah, the rest of it, the verses are getting all tangled in my head. That's a long song, too. Good God. Good God. I'll look into that. I like that song. I'll have to put it on my Spotify. It's been a while. Before I forget, let's talk about the whiskey some more. Again, I did scare some people away. Like, oh, he's singing. Screw it. I'm sail away by the sticks. Should be demanding money for this services. I'm not gonna. Especially not from you, Richie Z. You're a legend. Plus, you already donated. I haven't found that bottle. What was it? Pikesville? Pikesville Rye? Where I look. Someone left their dog out in the hallway or in the courtyard. I saw one lyric and instantly I started thinking about Queen. I'll have to pause it, or pause it, not pause, but mute my voice so I can hear the song. So I'm not sure how it goes. I've heard that one, but it's been a long time. So again, much like most rock songs that I've heard, I know in the back of my head, but I have to know the tune before I can do the lyrics. Because if I don't know the tune, I get befuddled very quickly. Like the first bit of that song was very familiar. Where are the lyrics? Whoa. I'll have to make a list someday of songs people request. If you join my Patreon, then you can recommend songs I can try to figure out, get the tune in my head. This first part is, I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea, because I've got to be free. See, that's all I know. That's it. Because I don't even know if because I've got to be free is that same way. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. I haven't heard it in too long. I don't know how it goes. That's just the problem. Like the first verse in my head, it's just, I am sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea. And then I don't know how the next line goes. Because I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. I'll just repeat the first one. And I don't know how the next one goes. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. The problem is when I saw, because I've got to be free, because of my brain being the way it is, it switched over to Queen. I've got to be free. I've got to be free. It's break free, but. Exactly. Oh, does he? Well, sing it for us, Bourbon. And welcome. I haven't seen you here until just now. Hello. All right, I have to get to the whiskey part. It's the horrible part about being a whiskey channel. And people only want to listen to you if you're talking about whiskey. If you start singing, they just leave. Like, screw this place. I have no idea. I felt that way before, though. I've watched some streams and they go cut into singing while they're talking about whiskey. It's like, oh man. I want to hear more about the whiskey. I want to break free. That'd be exhausting. First, Scotch. Scotch. Oh, gosh, where is it? I lost it. It's all gone now. It's all over. We're done. We're not. Where did it? Where? Ow. I swore I looked it up. I'm looking through my tabs and I'm not seeing it. Scheiße. Okay, I'll look it up again. Son of a gun. Somehow I misplaced it. Because I'm a professional. All right, Google. Welcome back to Google. where everything is answered and nothing makes sense. That song's gonna be stuck in my head now. Da 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 bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, Richie Z. I can maybe get it for $50 at a couple of places, but it looks like I have to inquire about it. The Pikesville, rather, that is $50 in Schmerin. Anyone who's wondering, I'm sipping on Lochloman Inkmeren. Yeah, ask Roy how you say that. I don't know. I want to break free. I want to break free. Oh God, now I'm starting to slip into freaking Hot Big Rolls doing it in what's his name's voice. I want to break free. I want to break free. No, stop it. All right. Here we go. Good. It has some notes. It's kind of the gamble. Go away. Annoying pop-up thing. All right, here we go. Oh, God. I pulled myself out. That didn't sound right. I pulled the tab out and almost made another window is what I meant. All right. Share screen with users, viewers, people, human beings on the other side of the screen. Oh, shit. I don't know how, but every time I'm doing a stream, Robin Hood pops into my brain. Can you see? Yes, I'm tiny. Hello. So here we are. That's what it looks. Whoa, hi. That's intensity. Oh, God damn it. There we go. Intensity. Loch Lomond. Inkmeren. Fruity and sweet. Yes, it is. I'm glad it says that on the bottle because that is true. So now it's truth. It's fact. Google told me. I'm telling you. Inkmeren. I still don't know how to pronounce that. The enchanting isle of Inkmeren is the largest of the Loch Lomond Islands, and was once home to the chapel built by Christian monks in the 7th century. Known as the Grassy Isle, it's a surf-rounded and wonderfully wood. I sound Irish. Wooded attributes sought after in many a mold. It is somewhat fitting that the Grassy Isle led its name to the exquisite 12-year-old single malt. Unique as the island itself, with the grassy notes and floral hints of pear drops, creme caramel, soft fruits, vanilla, and fudge, aged in 3 hand-selected types of casks. Bourbon, refill, and Richard. Those whiskies are then merged together into balance known only to our master blender, Michael Henry. Michael Henry. Wow, that's so Scottish. Bottled at 46%, non-chill filtered to allow the whiskey natural characteristic to shine through. I don't know what accent I'm doing. I'm sorry. Nose, distinctively fruity with pear drops and toffee sweetness. Light notes of freshly cut hay in summer sun. Taste, servile oranges, citrus notes. I did say orange something. Mandarin oranges or something like that. Intensity before mellowing into peach. I said peach. Oh, an apricot. Apricot's what I was thinking of. God damn it. The fruit character gives way to creamy fudge and vanilla. Finish is medium length with a peppery finish. It does have a peppery finish. It's got all the little notes here. And then there's a video with some guy. He could be the master distiller. I have no idea. Well, I could watch that, couldn't I? Would I be breaking rules? I haven't messed with that, but I know for myself, as the person I am, I get sucked into freaking reaction videos because I just like watching other people react to stuff, apparently. Unless they're being really annoying. But still, I'll have to look at that video at some point in the not too distant future. Maybe after I do this stream. It'll be great. I've only had one whiskey again. This happens occasionally where I try to pour more than one and suddenly I'm pouring one per hour, which doesn't work when you're doing a 2-hour stream. Thank you, Richard. Yes, join the Patreon if you are so inclined. You can see some behind the scenes stuff. See me having good days and bad days and just days. And get in on some Q&A questions or not Q&A, polls. I do polls a good amount since I'm never, me and my brain is trying to figure out what's going on. Stop sharing that. Go back to where we were. What bloody accent is this? I have no idea. There we go. Back. So Loch Lomond is actually pretty good. This Inkmeren thing is delicious. Delicious. I misplaced it already. How did I do that? Ow. Next, this is one I actually tried on off stream. I believe it was on Cheech's channel, if you're still around, Cheech. I had a sip of this with bourbon and Jim. This is the Johnny Walker. I don't know why I want to say this. It's Johnny Walker 200th anniversary celebratory blend. This is some sweet shit right here. Gotta tell you. 51%, 102 proof, man. It's great. I swear sometimes I wonder if I have multiple personalities because with all the weird accents that seem to come out of my brain and into my freaking mouth, I like to say it's just character building for theater. I don't know what it is, though. It's just distractibility. So, yes, there's that. If you want to do the Patreon thing. Or if you want to do the donation thing, links somewhere. There are links. You can donate to the channel. I'm not doing a giveaway today, but I might do one in the future if people are interested in that. I've done one. It was glorious, to say the least. So here we go. Johnny Walker. Why do I want to say it like that? Johnny Walker, 200th anniversary celebratory blend. This is some good shit right here. Here we go. Hey. But I didn't look up anything about it. I think my palate was kind of messed up all by then. Bourbon does all the things. True. This is something I feel like I should announce them, or at least put them in the title. I don't like being kind of a spur of the moment, like maybe I'll do one. You know, people have to be here and interested at the start, and then that would give me 2 hours, well, an hour and 40 minutes ish, to get people to donate. Not doing that now. Maybe Sunday on the bourbons. I have plenty of bourbons with Scotch. Oh. I have some, and most of them right now are samples. I think I have more samples of Scotch than I do actual Scotch. Oh, no, I don't. I forgot about all the Game of Thrones ones I have. I need to do a lineup of those at some point. Yeah, my God. Ben, Bourbon, how are you feeling? Are you okay? I'm a little concerned. Are you still wired up? Ooh, this one smells musty now. Well, it's just because I didn't pour enough or what? Granted, I did pour a very fruity Scotch first. But the key thing here is it does not smell like Johnny Walker at all. It smells like something else. Tony Two Toes, welcome to the show. There we go. Welcome. Bonus card. Well, you can go in for $1. I may be getting rid of that one though, because it's not worth it in the long run because Patreon is weird. So I'll say $5 is the start, and then it just goes up from there. 2 obscene amounts. We're talking $100 if you're crazy. And again, this is like it's as sporadic content as I am. So you'll get to hear about the videos going live when they do, which most people know. It's once a week. You'll see the live streams and the lenses. The lenses are kind of the key thing. And at some point, I may do Patreon streams, but I feel like I have to hit a certain monetary goal or at least subscriber goal before I start doing those because it's complicated, believe it or not. I'd have to set a time aside from these, and I'd have to pick a different time. So it'd probably have to be later in the evening just for the people to be able to watch if they wanted to. Whew, yeah. What is that? That is a weird one. Didn't smell weird the first time I did this. Something I have to remember to do. So do not join Patreon for $1 because it's going to disappear. So don't do that. I'm telling you now. It's going to be gone. It's mostly because of the Patreon overlords. The amount they do take a cut is like a tax thing. So, taxing $1 doesn't really help. It's encouraging, but it doesn't help in the long run. And in my case, as many of you know, this is any of the money that is given to me or donated goes not only into making the channel, but also making my life a little easier as I don't have a job. This is the job. Drinking whiskey and talking to you. It's hard work, I swear. The video editing is actually the only really part that's most difficult. But then making the video is a little sketchy too. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I'm professional. man, it tastes so weird now. There is, but that's more for a larger group. Like if you have a larger audience. So there are a few. Like It's Bourbon Night. I think they have a low tier one that I was a part of for a while. And I believe I'm a low tier on Aquavite, so it's like, oh, and Still It. So there are a few out there that I'm a $1 patron of, just to keep my ear to the window, or that doesn't sound right. The ear to the door. That's not much better. Just so I'm aware of them still. But I have a feeling they have a lot more patrons than I do. Oh God, yeah, that's the thing. I don't want people. Yeah, I couldn't do that, and I've had to cut back too. With Patreon stuff, you can be very excited about being a patron and have a higher amount. You can have a lot of them too. In my head, I have put it as this: if you're willing to donate $5 a month, keep that in mind. $5 a month. So pretty much you're buying me a coffee at a cafe once a month. And I appreciate that. But when you think of it as that tier, it's like you need these. I need the financial assistance officially, unlike other channels where it's a side thing apart from their other jobs. Although I think It's Bourbon Night is doing it 100% now because they can. That's the important thing. So it's a different kind of angle in my case. It's all the money that is going towards this is helping the channel and me just afford the crap. A lot of crap this month because I'm being an idiot. It's a birthday month, so I get to be stupid. I've spent, I don't know how much money today and yesterday because I'm saying it's a birthday month. I bought a bottle of Eagle Rare back there. It was $35. And the scary part, I had to ask them about it. The store I usually go to, which normally has Eagle Rare on the shelf, wasn't there. I was mildly disturbed. And I was like, where is my Eagle Rare? I say on stream every single time, I'm glad that Eagle Rare is so easily for me to get at this store right over there. Suddenly it was gone. That was disturbing. True. Again, I don't do a lot of Patreon stuff yet. I feel like it's something that has to gain momentum. And there are a couple people, like there's one or two people in there who are just, like the amount they're donating to the channel every month is just, I can't imagine. Ancient Age. Maybe. This does taste very different than I remember it. That's the weird thing. We had a sample of this recently, probably a week ago. And then Johnny Walker, first of all, doesn't smell like Johnny Walker. It almost has a sour smell to it, which is weird. I love how these little bug things always enjoy the smell of alcohol. It's great. Although that one's been bothering me all day. I'm going to get them. It's musty as well. It's that weird Scotch malt thing that I don't like. I think, Bourbon, you have something like that as well, where there's a certain Scotch thing you don't like. Or was it Tony Two Toes? It's like a Scotch thing you don't like specifically. It's only at first. When I smell it after a minute, there's this weird note I don't like. It tastes okay. Yeah, it tastes fine. I'm pretty sure I like Green Spot better, honestly. And the Ancient Age. I haven't even opened yet. It's on the list. Donald Rance, hello, welcome. Welcome. Whiskey Yoda. That some may know you. So this is good. I don't know if I'd... Well, the high proof is kind of nice. I'll give it that. As a Johnny Walker, just having it at higher proof is interesting. Moving on. Since I've hit the 1 hour mark and I have to start drinking a little faster, which feels like a mistake, but hey, life is full of mistakes. As some of you may know. Douglas Lang 8-year-old Kalila, 15-year Kalila unpeated. But all of these are really high proof, and I don't know why. Good God. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Friday. You made it. Have a drink. Irish, maybe in your case, instead of Scotch. Unless you really like Scotch too. I have no idea. Maybe you do. But all of these are really high proof. I'm looking at them now. We have a 15-year Kalila unpeated, 59.1%. Douglas Lang, 8-year-old Kalila, 59.8%. And then I have this Octomore, which is the scariest thing right now. It's like holding it feels scary. Octomore, 7.1 5-year, 59.5%, 208 ppm. I forget what ppm means. I think it's peat parts per million or something like that. It means it's very peaty, peat forward. And I don't mean a person named Pete. I mean peat as in peat bog stuff. Rock Island 18, Timorous Beastie 10. I had the Timorous Beastie, a sample of it. I don't remember when. Oh wait, no, I remember. I remember now. It was an Irene charity event at a local zoo. Was it Roger Williams Park Zoo? Sure. Anyway, there's a zoo nearby, and we got to have a little whiskey tasting event at the zoo outdoors months ago. I think it was November maybe or September. So things were pretty sketch still, but it was an outdoor event. Everyone stayed fairly distant. Everyone had masks on. Oh, it was fine. That's what I think, but I know because it's peat, I think it means it's something else. I feel like there's an extra P on there for some reason. More P. Oh, that's not right. Peated Scotch. ppm. That song's in my head now. I'm sailing away. Da 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 da. Oops. My life difficult. Rock Oyster, 18 before it became Rock Oyster. Rock Island, oh. Both of them are? Rock Oyster, 18, or it's the same thing is what I'm reading there. They just changed the name, and there's no age statement. What? You're right, it is parts per million, but it feels like they should have added another P. A lightly peated malt can have 10 to 15 ppm. Phenol parts per million. While one that's heavily peated can have about 40 to 50. The most heavily peated whiskey ever recorded, Berklotic Octomore 8.3 released in 2017, measured a completely bonkers 309 ppm. So it's phenol parts per million, except there's no extra P. So it's not ppm. It's just ppm parts per million. And you're just supposed to know it's phenol. Phenol. Sorry. Also, I'm sailing. God damn it. Look what you've done, Richie D. Woo! Oh, it tastes better now. Weird. It's a little caramelly and chocolatey suddenly. A bit spicy or peppery at the end. What the hell is going on? Oh, also the question is to the people, to the viewers. For those of you who drink Scotch, and also those who don't, what is your rainy day dram? This is something I've started to explore in my head. I don't know if other channels will even consider it, but it's something that occurred to me because of Whiskey Mountain's Adriana, who is hopefully returning from Nevada today. But she goes outside, right? She goes outside in the mountains, sips whiskey, and talks about it. Great. So suddenly I started thinking, well, what kind of whiskey would you have in a certain environment? And I know, well, I don't know. I've heard Scotland is very rainy sometimes. So what kind of scotch do they specifically just kind of go for on their usual rainy-ish day? What kind of scotch would I prefer on a certain rainy-ish day? Much like earlier today until it stopped raining. That's a beautiful day out. So that is the question to the audience. What sort of whiskey, just to make it easy, would you enjoy most if you were just sitting by the window on a rainy day? Or even if you were outside under I was going to say tarp, but that doesn't sound very exciting. If you just happen to be camping somewhere, you were perfectly dry, there was no chance of you getting wet, and you had a bottle with you and you could pour something, what would it be? Or if you wanted to get really rough and tumble, what would be in your flask? That kind of thing. Just a little, something that's mulling about. Environment. I'm trying to think of environment whiskey kind of thing. And I like the idea. Right now, I'm kind of leaning to the first one I had, but also I really like the first one I had, which I misplaced already. Where did it go? Nope. Although I really do want to try that one. The Writer's Tears, cast strength. I really enjoyed Writer's Tears, but I wanted more from it. So I had this Writer's Tears in front of me just freaking out. And there was a red one. The Writer's Tears, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to say redhead because that feels weird. But that might have been the name. Yeah. I mean, storm, or the word storm always helps. Talisker 10. I think I've tried Talisker, but I don't know for certain. Excuse me. Douglas Lang. Is that what the one used to? Words. Douglas Lang. Fantastic stuff. All right. So I will put this in next, since I'm assuming it's peated, since it's Koala. And then I will finish with the Octomore, because that is going to annihilate everything else. What did I do with it? How did I do that to myself? I'm talking about the first one, and I really enjoyed it. And then it's like, where did I put it? I have no idea. I swear it was right in front of me, but because of my brain being the way I am. Oh, wait. Is it? Ah, yes. Loch Lomond. We started with Loch Lomond, and I really liked that. It was very fruity. Delicious. It's the kind of scotch I really enjoy, is those fruit, like a delicate balance of fruit and maybe a little peat with that. I don't know why I'm doing this, but that kind of thing. Redhead. They're sherry fish single. Yeah, I've never had that one. I know it exists, and I've had the regular Writer's Tear, and I enjoyed it, but it was a little lackluster. So I'm hoping this Writer's Tears cast strength will be everything I hope it is. I'm hyping it up too much. I know that. Probably won't help in the end, but I did enjoy Writer's Tears to a point. I wanted just a little bit more from it. It's the Inchburn 12. Inkburn. And it's very good. The other one I had, if you weren't here on Wednesday, this is one I got hand delivered from Aquavite. North Star Spica 40-year-old. Oh my God. It's delicious. I spent the first 45 minutes of my last stream just talking about it. Ah, good. I figured as much. But I feel like I'm hyping it too much. I've done that before with Irish whiskey, like the Red Spot. I was really hyped up to get the Red Spot, and then I bought a bottle for $125, and I drank it, and I was like, bugger. I do, Grandmaster Phantom Thunderbolt. I do. It's going on right now. If you wanted to watch there, you could. I managed, because of StreamYard, I'm able to combine them, so they're happening right now. I don't know if I'm going to start doing videos about, well, streaming on Twitch for, playing games, because I do that a lot, honestly. If I'm not here talking about whiskey, I'm probably playing games or watching someone else's stream while playing games. So it's a thought, but it requires me setting it all up again, which I haven't done in probably over a year. And I feel like I'm happy to broadcast while that's happening, just to have it. However, I know as a person who is very easily distracted, I have to focus on one thing. And for the time being, that's building the community on the KillCo Whiskey Musings, making more content, getting more patrons. It's all got to be YouTube focused. That's the starting point, is doing things on YouTube. And then hopefully branching out from there. The fact that we hit 400 subscribers is wonderful. And in that case, I feel like I have to say we, because it's not really something I do. It's something other people have to do. So if you haven't subscribed, it's over here. Like and subscribe, please. It's free, as many people like to say. And we're closing in on 500. And the main thing I have to say is there's a bottle of Angel's Envy right there that I cannot open until I hit 500 subscribers. It says so around the bottle. It does say, you know, I could open it before there, but I used to do singing on there for, they had a Twitch singing thing. What the hell do I call it? There was a game, like a karaoke style thing, but they stopped. They just decided we're not going to do this anymore. And it sucked. And also some of my songs got flagged, like singing them. And I was like, no, you can't do that. Like A Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. I would sing those songs, and the Disney would just, you know, hear about it. Even though it was the Twitch game on the Twitch channel, Twitch would get angry at me. Nothing serious. It'd be like, you can't. It would just mute it. So it's like I never sang it at all. It's great. It's annoying. But what's a good song from Nightmare Before Christmas? Boys and girls of every age, won't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. I think that's what it says. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die. Right? This our town, everybody's... Yeah. In our town of Halloween. I'd have to have the lyrics. That's the reason I like doing it, because I had the lyrics in front of me, and now I am. And they've stopped doing it, which sucks. But that's an option. If people were interested in that, I could do singing and whiskey rather than whiskey with occasional singing, which is what this is, kind of. All right, finishing off the Johnny Walker. There's still something weird about it. I feel like it's the malt funk, but I haven't quite figured out. Jack's Lament. I could do that if I look up the lyrics. I don't want to do that without the lyrics because I don't want to fuck that up. Wow. Well, it's spicy. Hold on. Because I like that song. I'll sing it. Plus, funny enough, the people who live next door, the young couple who live next door, were watching that movie yesterday, and I thought that was funny. Here we go. I've actually done this on Twitch, but it's been a hot minute. So if it sounds off, blame someone else. The one thing I like about this song, however, is he talks about a guy in Kentucky, and I wonder who that is. Water. We'll have another scotch after this. Granted, every time I sing, people disappear. So let's look at the count first, so I can make myself feel bad about it later. There's 7 people in here, in theory. And once I sing, they'll all go away. There are few who would deny it. What I do, I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises in the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little efforts of my ghost-like charms, I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest off their feet. Yet year after year, the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams. And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. This is the fun part. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never known. I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotation. No animal, no man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand that the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin would tire of his crown if they only understood he'd give it all up if he only could? Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears. Thank you very much. Yeah, when it's a song like that and I know it all so well, that's much easier. Alex Brouillet, welcome. Hello. Came in at the right time because I wasn't paying attention. Still 7 people here. Amazing. Astounding. They're all asleep. No, they're not. Alex, let us know what's in your glass, if anything. Brava, brava. I don't know what they say. I'm not Italian. Where's the mash and drum? He can tell me some Italian words. Other than brava, apparently I know that one. But yeah, that one's an easy song to do, although it's not an easy song. It seems like it is, but you have to inflect what he's saying while trying to pretend to sing it, and then you have to go into the actual part where he's singing. So it's just bouncy. You go from one thing to the other. Because the start of that whole song is almost like he's talking but singing. It's what kind of cigar? I don't do cigars, but I'm curious. I like to hear what is hip and cool with the cigar folks. Always a little curious. I'm never going to smoke cigars, but it's nice to know. Because then if someone asks me, like, I need a cigar recommendation. Well, I've heard this one's good. But if they ask me, what cigar do you pair with your whiskey? None. Ever. Me and nicotine are not friends. Let's just say that. All right, Douglas Lang is what we're doing next. This is the 59.8%. I am a little concerned about that proofage, but you only live once. And I'm not getting any younger. This is one that Donald Rance likes, yes, or talked about earlier. Ow. Where is it? There we go. Douglas Lang, 8-year-old Colila. Drew Estate Tabak. Good grief. Is Drew Estate a brand? And then there's the Tabak. Moose! I have a feeling I know what that's for there. That's not what his name is right now. It's confusing. Here we go. Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond just wants me to say kill Choman. Huh. Wait. Ha. Who. Hi. Hiya. Oh, man. That is misleading. If this is any way I think it is, this is one of those peated scotches that it looks innocuous. That's a word. Looks kind of tame. Look at that. It looks like I just poured some kind of water into a glass that had whiskey in it. And it's just slightly colored by the whiskey. I am scared now. A little bit. Here we go. Oop. That's a little peated. A little quality. Woo! Goddamn, hi. That smells like charcoal. What is that? There's something weird in that one. What is that? That is really bizarre. I don't recall getting that note in a peated anything. It's kind of sharp. So it's making me do that. Eee, my nose. All right, this will sound weird. It's reminding me of propane. It's somehow a grill that's been using propane. I don't know why, but that was the closest little thing that came to mind just now. It's not a nice smell. I mean, people could say that about any peated Scotch, but this is something very specific right in the middle. It's basically surrounded by the peat charcoal thing, and there's this weird tingy thing. There's something almost fruity about it, but it's more overly ripe, to say it politely. Almost rotting, but just overly ripe. That's a nice way of putting it. Ugh. It's reminding me of burgers too, like a char-grilled burger. Blah. Char-boiled, char-grilled. It's kind of reminding me of Burger King, which is a little disturbing, like a Whopper. I really need to eat better burgers. I haven't had a Burger King in a while, but that's in there apparently. I feel like a deck. That's exhausting. No, I guess I should highlight that comment, or no one really knows what I'm talking about. Oh. Yo, woodworker Alex. Is that your home, or is that your job? I have no idea. Whew. So I'm getting lost in this one. I'm trying to figure out what that note is, and it's bothering me. This is one that's making me think a lot of meats, like cooked barbecue meats. I'm currently thinking of a kebab with pineapple. So for whatever reason, it's making me think of charred pineapple. Whiskey nosing is such an experience. All it's doing is it's desperately trying to pick things that I've smelled and trying to put just like, it's this, I think. Tube steaks. I don't know what that is, but it sounds disturbing. I'm assuming it's a hot dog, but you're a gold mine? No wonder you're so rich. Development for gold mine. All I can think about as soon as you said that was World of Warcraft, where I send a peon out to a gold node and he just goes work, work, and then builds a mine. And instantly I start getting money because they bring the gold to my base camp. That's where my brain went. I have no idea how gold is actually mined. I assume it's very unpleasant. Digging rocks out of the earth. Ooh. All right, we're going to take a sip of this because I'm getting sidetracked as all hell with this. There's a fruit note to it now that I've been smelling it for a bit. And that other note that I don't like is kind of being tamped down, but it's still weird. Hopefully the taste will be something different. So cheers to all of you. Into the peated Scotch we go. Jiminy Cricket. Wow. That was fruity. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Oh, God damn it. The whiskey experience is so weird. Especially when it does that. Where it just goes like that. 3 different rapid successions, and you can't latch on to any of them. There's an ashy finish, though. That certainly sticks around. La la la. It was a little peppery spicy, too. Whew. You brush my teeth. Damn. Pretty good as far as peated stuff goes, but and for anyone who's wondering, who has not been here, I am sampling the, nope, that's not it. I am sampling the Douglas Lang 8-year-old Kalila, which I've never had. I also don't know why it's called Douglas Lang, so that's a fun thing. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But I knew as soon as I saw this color, this is almost a giveaway for peated scotches. When it looks like it's almost water, I get kind of concerned. I don't know what it's going to do. For whatever reason, there's no logic to it. You'd think it was darker. Because what does it say? 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. This was supposedly in a barrel for 8 years, and this is all that happened to it. It's like, odd. I got melon. That was cool. Like honeydew melon. Weird. Well, I should say Yankee Candle's version of honeydew melon, if that makes sense. It's one of those little things I have to keep in mind. Is I used to get a lot of scented candles. Honeydew melon was one of them, as was the Macintosh. Oh gosh, I should get some candles out again. Although I wouldn't be able to do a video if my entire apartment smelled like apples. Spicy, fruity. Oh yeah, we get an ash or campfire thing, and that goes to ash. Oddly enough, a wood fire. Funny enough, it's the taste of it's the taste of a campfire. Yay! There is a sweetness to it. I don't think it's marshmallow, but because of the campfire thing, I'm thinking of it. That's okay. Oh man, it sticks to your tongue though. Holy moly! It's just staying there. It's like there's a film suddenly on the top of my tongue. Blah. That's bizarre. Let's see if I can get rid of it with some water. Probably not. That's what I have to say about that. Man, anything else I drink tonight is going to taste weird. You know what I should do? No, that might be a bad idea. I was going to say Wild Turkey 101, but I've been getting some weird vibes from Wild Turkey these days, and I'm not sure why. Granted, my brain is a pinball machine. Oh, and if anyone's wondering, the MRI went well. I had that yesterday? Yes, yesterday. It was a weird experience. If you've ever been in an MRI machine, it is bizarre. It just puts you in a tube and it's loud. They don't mention that for some reason. They put like earphones on. And they didn't have to inject me with anything. Apparently, that's one of those you can do. But brain scan says I have one. I haven't seen the pictures yet, so I'm debating. But I have to talk to the doctor about it later because there was something that was a little weird, but they said it's just something that happens as you get older. My dad has a lot of it, so yay. Yeah, I was mostly terrified that I was going to have some kind of panic attack by being encased by something. I wasn't. There's one of the questions they ask you, like, are you claustrophobic? And my brain goes, maybe. Not sure. Haven't really tested that one. Didn't really want to. For the most part, I've never really had a problem with confined spaces. It's more if it was, closing in on me and I had a traumatic experience. Yeah, then I'd have a problem. But so far, hasn't bothered me. Being in that tube didn't bother me. I just closed my eyes. You close your eyes, you can't see anything. You don't know what's around you, really. I knew I was in a tube by all the damn noise, but it was fine. But I didn't like, this was all I could see right here, this far away. However, if I closed my eyes, I didn't have to look at anything, so it was fine. It went fine. It took all of 20 minutes. I think I was in the machine for 12 minutes, they said. It felt a lot longer just because I had to sit there. But they also got to play some music. So I had these big headphones on that covered my ears to keep them from the noise. But also they played some classic music. Mike Stahl, hello. There are more than one, so I appreciate that. Glad to see you. We are musing about whiskey. We have had, for anyone who's curious, who just got here, we have had, and by we I mean I, started with Loch Lomond Inchmurrin 12. It's hard to top. I got to say, it's really good. Then we went on to the Johnny Walker 200th anniversary celebratory whiskey. That was okay. Not my favorite, but I also had it after something, which I thought was delicious and fruity. Then we moved on to... Nope. Where'd it go? I've only had 3. I lost count. I feel like there's another one that I've forgotten. We're on Douglas Lang right now. This is the first peated one we really ran into. I feel like there was another one. Where is it? What was it? No, this one's very peated. Unbelievably peated. But not like the next one, hopefully, because the next one's going to blow everything out of the water. Yeah, that smell's kind of gone away. That weird, sharp, what I seem to call a overly ripe pineapple that's been charred on a propane grill, apparently. There. That's my tasting notes for this one. Oh. Spicy. That's the thing with peated scotches, man. The initial taste and smell sometimes can be very weird. Like that one was a little weird, but as it opened up a little, as I got used to it, it's fine. Nothing wrong about it. I'm not a huge fan of peated scotch. Granted, I got into whiskey via peated scotches, but Lafroig in particular. Granted, all that did was make me wonder, well, what else is there? Woof. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was good. I mean, not my favorite. That's something I should probably give my dad. He'd like a bunch of these. That's the thing. I want to drink some of them, but I know my dad likes peated scotches a lot more than I do. And that's, I have to say though, the Douglas Lang 8-year-old Colila is almost 60%. It doesn't really drink like it's almost 60%. 59.8%. And I just took a swig of it and it was like, oh, that's not so bad. That's dangerous. Peated scotches can be dangerous if you're not quite sure of the proof. They will get away from you real quick. Ah. That song stuck in my head now. All right, folks. I'm probably going to drink this. I don't think there's anything else that is going to survive after this. So I'll have to, brush my teeth completely. I'm curious about trying something else once the stream is over. Since having 2 peated scotches, that's the one neat thing about peated scotch is you drink some of it and then try anything else after it. It's going to be completely different, whatever it is, just because of what you drank. Like even in the case of the first 2 I had, the Loch Lomond Inchmern 12 Inchmern, but that was very fruity and it was nice. It was a fruity, sweet Scotch, and then the next one I had didn't taste quite the same as I remembered it. The Johnny Walker 200th anniversary, but part of that is probably because I had this sweet, delicious, fruity Scotch first, and then went to that. Made it taste different. Wow. Kilchoman. I don't know. I mean, I had some of that a little while ago. Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, here we go. I have a Kilchoman in this one. That's a different peated one. The one I just had was the Douglas Lang. And again, that proof, I couldn't really tell it was there. That might have been part of why the first sip was so blah, but we'll see. And I am torn about which one of these I would actually enjoy the most on a rainy day. Now, that is part of the theme of this, is asking the audience, as I said earlier, what would you drink on a rainy day? It doesn't have to be Scotch. It can be any whiskey. But what kind of Scotch would you drink if you were just sitting on a chair on your front porch watching the rain fall? Bourbon Baller, hello, welcome. It's a cannabis shop. No, I have no idea what it is. That's an option. Cognac. Never had cognac that I'm aware of. Hell, I don't think I had mulled wine until 5 years ago. And that was once, and it was only because of a Christmas thing. There you go. Bourbon Baller is literally a bourbon baller. He has a liquor store. Where is my free whiskey bourbon? No, I'm kidding. I'll do that. That'd be weird. I can see it now. Suddenly, there's a weirdness in many liquor stores where bottles are going missing, and somehow I am acquiring more whiskeys for free suddenly, somehow, magically. Imagine if that was a superpower. You saw a whiskey at a liquor store, and then you just went home and thought about it for a minute, and suddenly just showed up right there. Oh, man. That'd be a weird superpower, to say the least. What would you use that for? You would only use that to bribe villains. Like, let's say you go to a bank robbery, and there's a villain there. He's got hostages. He's like, oh, I'm going to kill everyone if you do anything. It's like, all right, chill, man. Have you ever wanted Pappies? Suddenly he's like, well, yeah, actually. It's like, I'll give you a bottle of Pappies if you leave these people alone. Oh, sweet. Which year? You know, start to haggle. And then you just like, boop, here you go. Well, first you have to leave, and then I'll leave the bottle outside. You get out of here. Rabbit hole. Finished in PX sherry casks. Oh, nice. I don't remember if I had that. I probably did. But I definitely haven't tried rabbit hole yet. That's on the list. No, he can't do that. You're lying. I don't believe you. That'd be pretty nice, actually. I was going to say. I did a longer stream on Wednesday, and I feel like I did a long stream on Friday. I can't keep track anymore. Yeah, I know Trev's doing something. He's doing he's got a guest, I think. I don't recollect, but I think I saw him at it was me. There was a moment of me looking at YouTube and going, oh no, someone else is oh, that's me. Shit. Never mind. Trev has got something going on. What does he have going on? There's Robin Hood again. Shit. Is the Hobbit there? I only see her on the weekends. Although she is in the, how's it called? She is in Discord quite a bit. Oh, yes, Trevor's reminding me with his little video there. You only need 5 bottles of whiskey at any time. No, you need no whiskey, technically. That's what my video should be. You don't need any whiskey. And here's why. And then it's just going to be a list of how to mooch whiskey. Yes. Make friends with the bartender. Convince your friends to start a whiskey collection and then drink theirs. That'd be so sweet. Where is it? Shit, does Trev have the same problem I do? I saw it earlier. Now I'm paranoid. But I think Trev is going live after me. I swore I saw something about it. Possibly on Instagram. Because that is the distraction thing of life. Well, don't mess with her. She will bite your head off. I guess. I honestly haven't talked to her that much other than on Scotch Down Under stream. And we're talking Star Trek and being geeks. Any of you who don't know about that, Scotch Down Under, other Whiskey Tube channel. And he does streams a lot, much like this, but a lot longer. And he does a lot more whiskey than I do. Mostly Scotch. I don't get my own humor, so that's all right. What was I doing? Oh. My humor is I'm confused, and sometimes people find that amusing. So, yay. Make sure that's down. Ba 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 ba. Like. Discussing upcoming story time distillery picks and shenanigans. Trev promises shenanigans. Oh, by the way, if you are here and you do watch other Whiskey Tube channel people, every once in a while, if you want, you don't have to, but you should be like, hey, when are you going to have KillCo on your channel? If they do guests. Like, I got to be on Trev's channel. Whiskey Central, she is busy. She's got a lot of people lined up, and she's doing Aquabite stuff for the next month or two. So she is booked. Mash and Drum, I know he would love to have me on his channel. Who else? Who else? Got to be more than that. Damn it. Those are the first few that come to mind. Anybody, really. I'd say it's Bourbon Night, but they're coming on Sunday after my stream, so why would I? That would be a longer stream for me, technically. True. Typing is very different than speaking, so I'm told. I figure we should all just start talking like Egyptians and use only emojis. Why even bother with words anymore? All right, here we go. Sample of Octomore. 7.1, 5-year, 59.5%. I'm starting to feel the alcohol in my head. 208 ppm. Here it is. I'm a little scared of this tiny bottle, and I have a feeling it's gonna be just like the last one. It's gonna be just like the Douglas Lang Kalila, where it's basically gonna look like water. It will basically be water. I feel like that's what happened there. Like hazardous chemicals. Just a little bit. I'll save some of this for my day. And for me to try again later, really. That's the fun part about having all these samples. I can just do what I want. I got some on my fingers. My fingers didn't burn off. So that's good. There it is. It's exactly the same kind of color. And this is only 5 years. Keep that in mind. The other one was 8 and it still looked like that. You can't really tell, but I poured a very little because it's high proof. Oop. It's a different kind of peat. I'll give it that. It's kind of grassy. Sorry. Bourbon Neophyte. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Have some whiskey. Just time to drink the whiskey. Well, funny enough, it seems like a good thing that I had the Douglas Lang because this prepped me for peat. I'm prepared. Ooh. It doesn't smell as peaty as I thought it would. But again, we're having a peat after a peat, so that's going to change things. The last one smelled peatier. That's funny. Maybe the taste is going to do it. Granted, that Loch Lomond was pretty rough. And it's about the same proof, so I wouldn't be surprised if this canceled it out a bit. Mike Stahl, I might just do that. It really depends on how I'm feeling, like everything in my life. How are you feeling? I feel like shit. Oh, wait, there's a song about that. I shouldn't have said that. Crap. Damn it, I don't know the lyrics. Yeah, I am not feeling good. Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Oh, yeah. All my clothes are dirty, so I'm smelling like a bag of shit. Oh. Went to pour my coffee and I missed my cup. OMG, that is just my luck. Look in the mirror, say, what's up, you useless fuck? Are you feeling what I'm feeling? I haven't had a shower in the last 9 days. I'm staring at the ceiling, just waiting for this feeling to go away. But it won't go away. I'm not really feeling like I want to get lit. Tell us how you're feeling. I'm feeling like shit. Lady, sorry, I'll stop. That is from The Inside on Netflix, if you're wondering. Just one of the songs. Hi. Woo. Okay. I feel like I just got slapped. I kind of liked it. Whew. That was spice. That was a lot of pepper and cinnamon and aggressive spices. I don't even want to say baking spices because it was aggressive. What else was that? Cinnamon, pepper, the spiky kinds of spice. What else is there? Shit. Clove, like intense clove, not just regular clove, like intense. Like clove just went and stabbed your tongue. I'll never get better. Whiskey helps. I just say that. But I've had to come to terms with the fact that I'm never actually ever going to be okay. But that's okay. It's like living with any kind of illness. That's kind of long term. You have to get used to it. And you adapt as best you can. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Yeah, basically. The smell is, I've had this happen with, me and my father tried an Octomore at a bar, at a whiskey bar. And we weren't really impressed. We were like, oh, it doesn't smell that bad. I don't think it tasted that extreme. But this is a different thing. I smelled it. I was like, oh, there's nothing really peated about this. Maybe a little. Took a sip and it just went, whoosh. Oh, yeah? Tell me again how it's not that peated. Pretty much. People, I have a habit of, because of the way I think and the way things feel to me, when someone asks me, hi, how are you? Even though I know it's just a general expression in America, in the United States, I will tell them. It's like, I'm not really that great. How are you? I want to make sure they're paying attention mostly because I feel a lot of people who work in retail and grocery stores, they just autopilot through it and I feel bad for them. So every once in a while, I will say something along the lines of, I'm kind of tired. How are you doing? That honest connection I want to have with someone. It's like, I am feeling like shit. How are you? Because I know they're not, I hope they tell me, I want them to say, I was like, oh man, it's rough. It's really busy today. Stressed out. You want to give people that little moment of, oh, there's another person and they're not okay either. How nice. We're both not okay together. Yay. Yeah, the smell in this isn't anything like I thought it was. Been better in you. You can't make it an autopilot thing. That's the problem. I have actually tried not to say that. And if I do, I have to mean it. I have to ask them, like, how are you? I mean, really, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, you doing? That helps. If I just use one of my accents, I think that's a Robin Williams thing, where if you want to say something sincerely, just say it a different way, and people just, especially with people who don't know you. I've thought about doing this many times, but I never had. Because one, I haven't gotten pulled over that many times, likely. But if you get pulled over by a cop, they have no idea what you actually sound like. So they can come up and do you know why I pulled you over? No freaking officer, I don't. Why don't you tell me? God, pull me over. I got stuff to do today, man. I would not do that, but I've thought about doing that just for fun. This, cop has no idea what you actually sound like, so that's great. Hey, how you doing? I like that voice too. I don't know what. Yeah, I read it and went, what? If I were any better, I'd be twins. That sounds like a drunk statement. If I were any better, I'd be twins. We're starting to philosophize. Whiskey philosophizing. Oh, I did want to tell you guys a term I heard about today. It's about pornography. No, it's not. It is about, where'd it go? Oh God, where is it? I have about 50 million tabs opened. But it was a tab that it was a thing that, okay, commodity fetishism. That's why I pretended it was porn. Commodity fetishism. Look it up. I am terrified of the fact that commodity fetishism is something that is in the whiskey society, whiskey world, whiskey everything, because it is the idea of placing a higher value on something that has one purpose, sort of. So the one that they use as an example is a Pokemon card. So you can have a Pokemon card and it can be very expensive because of what it is and how rare it is. But it negates the use. Like a Pokemon card is supposed to be part of a game. It's not supposed to be an item that is valued at $1,000 or more. Same with whiskey. Like that's what happens with Blanton's and Weller is, I forgot the word already, commodity fetishism. A bottle of whiskey costing $1,000-something odd dollars is commodity fetishism. The secondary market is a fetish market about whiskey. I thought this thought chain that I went down was hilarious once I found out what that meant. But it happens in everything. Like it happens with sneakers and cars, anything like that, where it's stupidly expensive for no real reason other than because it's a thing. So a car is expensive, but what's an expensive car? A Mustang, a Porsche, something like that. So that's commodity fetishism. Mike Franklin, hold on. That's something to throw at other people once in a while, especially at people in the secondary market. I feel like they are unaware of the fact that they deal in commodity fetishism, where you take one thing like a whiskey bottle, which is just something you're supposed to drink, hopefully enjoy the drink with others, and then you make it of a value by putting a giant price tag on it, and then taking away the fact that it's supposed to be used for that thing. So a whiskey bottle, like this one. This one is about a $35 Elijah Craig. It is a store pick, however. It has a sticker that says 30-year anniversary because it is the 30-year anniversary of this store. It has a 10 on the back. 10 years, single barrel. Suddenly, I could convince someone that the value of this bottle is more than $35. I could say it's $50 or $60, maybe even $100, because it's a rarity. It's one single store with these stickers on it that only I have, as far as you know. It's that kind of crap. And suddenly this starts to go up in value because someone else starts to want it. And not to drink it, just to have it. Oh, the whiskey world is messed up. But it's fun. And I'm just as guilty. Like if you tell me about Blue Spot, I get excited. My fetishism is peaked. I still want to try Blue Spot. I still want to try, what else is out there that I'd like to try? I wouldn't fetishize it. Like the price of it just negates the whole thing, especially with Blue Spot. It's really expensive and hard to find. I don't think, is there anything else in the moment that I would be happy to chase down? Lore. I wouldn't mind getting another Lefroy Lore bottle, but that's hard to find and expensive. Stuff like that. Interesting things to mull over. Commodity fetishism in the whiskey world. It's a thing. And now you know. And you have been whiskey mused. And you have learned something. Well, you haven't been listening. That's fine too. This is the last of the Octomore. It's probably going to hit me again in the face. I swear I'm going to have to start doing streams later, because now that we're coming up to the end of the stream, we have the most amount of people in here right now. So it's like, I'm going to end the stream now and send you over to Trev, but there's like 15 plus people in here. Yay. Musing's me. Oh, nice. Thank you, Mike Stahl. That'd be awesome. I would like to have some, but just to have some. Like with many samples, I just want to try it. I want to try so many things. You have no idea. All right, folks. We're coming in the last minute. I will be going live again on Sunday at 6 p.m. as always. Hopefully you can show up. I will be there as the pregame for It's Bourbon Nights, as per usual. This has been a lovely time. I hope you all have drier weather than I have today. But it sounds really nice out right now, and clouds have passed because of the whiskey I've had, and the company especially. I have to say all the things now. I'm going to time how long this takes sometimes. We'll say 15 seconds. You ready? All right. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And hopefully within the next couple of years, I will see you all out there.